Dragon Age The Veilguard launches today amidst some serious drama, but just how much of that is fake?
Liar! Liar!
Dragon Age The Veilguard is the first new mainline Dragon Age game in nearly a decade, but its release today has come along with a lot of controversy, although quite a bit of that seems to be from one pretty unreliable source. But before we dive into the details, why not take a second to hit those like and subscribe buttons to help us keep this channel going. So, Dragon Age The Veilguard is out, and the reviews seem to be almost universally positive, with an 84 on Metacritic at time of recording, with 0 of the over 50 critic reviews released being negative. But that hasn't stopped the game from getting review bombed on certain sites, despite the fact that users don't even have access to the game just yet. But that isn't the real controversy, as the main scandal centers around a single YouTuber who appears to have not only broken NDA and leaked gameplay to either a friend or a personal alt account on social media that shared it, and a bunch of hateful, transphobic, and homophobic slurs online, but now there appears to be a fabricated NDA claiming all sorts of insane requirements and blacklists from EA Bioware that's been refuted as fake by the people it was allegedly sent to. We won't be naming the social media poster who shared the alleged NDA, as we don't want to drive hate or traffic their way over what appears to be a incredibly bad decision on their part, but we do feel like we need to address the truth of the situation so you can make your own educated decision about the latest Dragon Age game. We briefly mentioned on Tuesday that a YouTuber was caught apparently breaking NDA by leaking footage, including his very unique customized Rook player character, to an account on social media that posted it, along with a bunch of hateful comments and slurs and the usual anti-woke rant turned up to 11. But now a new alleged NDA addressed to that YouTuber and another content creator has turned up online. But the document, which was riddled with bizarre non-legal phrases and clear factual inaccuracies, as well as a visible cursor in the top left corner, which would seem to indicate it was captured from an actively edited text document and not, say, a standard PDF or non-editable form, was also called out as fake by both creators mentioned in the alleged non-disparage agreement. This so-called NDA not only featured some blatantly false statements, like EA Bioware demanding that no reviewer mention that the game contains racial positivity, surgical scars, transgender characters, etc., which may come as a shock to you, as all of those things have been mentioned publicly in interviews and previews for the last month or so. It also includes some frankly bizarre language about not comparing the game to 2018's God of War on PlayStation 4, which is not a thing that anyone really seemed inclined to do and is an incredibly odd shout-out for a binding legal document, along with phrases like pronouns assigned by truth of choice, which also belong more in an angry online rant than they would in something that's approved by a corporate contract lawyer. So the NDA already seems bogus even before the fact that Colin Moriarty, the other content creator specifically mentioned in the alleged NDA, and the second YouTuber who was apparently caught breaking NDA, both pointed out that it was in fact totally false. This just appears to be the latest in a string of attacks against Dragon Age for going quote-unquote too woke, which, regardless of how you feel on that issue, seems like a strange claim to make about a game whose last entry prominently featured a love story between a gay time wizard and a pansexual demon minotaur, just for starters. But the good news is, it all appears to be fake. Basically, you can ignore all the hysteria over the fake NDA and the nonsense that went along with it and just make your decision based on the game itself. Did you enjoy Dragon Age Inquisition? Does the idea of a very similar game with a few tweaks sound good to you? Then you'll probably like Dragon Age. If it doesn't, you probably won't. Either way, the game is just released, so now we'll finally get to see what the average fans think about it as the real fan reviews start pouring in, starting today. So let us know if you're thinking of picking up Dragon Age The Veilguard in the comments section, and please don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons.